welcome back to Football Daily, where we're talking Wednesday's Champions League fixtures, because that is today. What are we doing?
We're looking at Barcelona versus
BATE Borisov.
BATE Borisov, yeah.
Why don't we say BATE?
Did you see much of it? I saw the Getafe game at the weekend. And I think Barcelona, they do look like defensively. There was actually some defensive work that wasn't unlike Chelsea's at the weekend.
Good point.
They are overcoming lack of Messi with Suarez. Suarez's goal was fantastic. As was Neymar. Although Neymar, interestingly, the goal he scored was an absolutely brilliant goal. It was almost the worst amazing goal I've seen in a long time, in the sense that he scuffed it, it hit the defender, and the goalkeeper got hands with it, but it was still phenomenal.
You don't stop those.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's an interesting point. What point does a goal stop being beautiful and start being a scuff?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it?
Paul Scholes claims he sliced that shot against Barcelona.
Really?
That 30-yard half volley into the top corner.
Sort of, I don't know, fake humility. Yeah.
And that's why you hate Paul Scholes.
No, I like Paul Scholes. I like him. It's just take credit for it, man. And then,
move on.
Yeah, and keep managing that side well.
But despite Getafe's shot, I mean, Barcelona didn't look in any real sort of problems
against BATE.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If your defence is slightly weak, but you've got the attack of Barcelona, even without Messi, you're mostly going to get yourself out of jail. Somebody's
well, that's the thing. Messi and Suarez and Neymar have stepped up in that sense. They are covering the goals. They seem to scoring like.
I love when we say they stepped up, because it's as if they were not bought for the purpose of doing the things they're now doing.
Yeah. But I think there's a point in there somewhere where they've obviously you've got the world's greatest player who's injured. So they do have to basically pick up a bit where he's not.
There must be times they over the last year or so where you can just go, it's 1-0, we need a goal. I'll just give it to Lionel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There must be a level of that, because he's so capable. So. I mean, probably not.
No, I think there's their own level of professionalism.
I like to speculate.
Yeah, there's your own level of professionalism around that.
Yeah, but where's the debate?
And that's what I want. BATE, of course, just can't stop conceding goals in the Champions League, can they? It doesn't look like
it was 2-0 the reverse fixture, wasn't it? So if you're comfortable getting a 2-0 win, I wouldn't actually bet against BATE getting a goal, but it would be 4-1. And if you look at Barcelona's form in La Liga, they often go a goal behind, like the likes of Las Palmas, to get them going. I think you'll have it's an absolutely fascinating parallel. What's going on in the East Midlands?
The Spanish Leicester City.
Yeah. But I think
republic of their own.
I'm probably making a rod for my own back here with such a specific prediction, but let's say a European style version of that. So they go behind and then they'll roll in.
And then Jamie Vardy will get all the goals.
So
4-1.
I'm going to say 3-1.
I'm going to say 3-0.
No.
Yeah.
No goals.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. 3-0. I'll agree with that. 3-0.
Yeah, you're right. That was the score.
Yeah.
No need to watch it now.
No. In many ways, I don't think anyone does. That's good. Now moving on to the most exciting game of the day, which is Roma Bayern Leverkusen.
What, a thriller last time?
Yeah. And
Roma spectacularly threw it away. They kind of capitused of it, didn't they?
But then,
who
caught it?
But they were 2-0 down, weren't they? So they threw it away, but they still clawed it back to throw it away. Like, it was really weird.
Are you really happy to see Chicharito
at
Leverkusen? It's like a team like Leverkusen, and he was at Real Madrid, and it was a kind of a super sub at Real Madrid, and he did have that flourish in last season's competition. Do you think he's got the right team now? He's going to be loved. He's going to be the star of that team.
Like someone's taken a rescue dog and released it in a lovely field to run, because he's a real specialist, and to his detriment, he's a specialist. He's not an all-round footballer, and most people now are playing one-striker systems, and therefore you want players in the mould of. I'm going to use some older examples: Wayne Rooney, Drogba. You're bigger, stronger, one man up front who's going to cause problems, rather than Hernandez, who is just going to loiter around the box and look for that final ball to drop. He can't offer you much wide. He can't drop back and help out. He's just doing that one job. And that's what's limited his play at Manchester United. and Real Madrid. But when he does play, he does the most important thing in football, is that he scores goals. Some people might go, well, the most important thing is keeping them out. But actually, football is an entertainment. That's the point of it. So we want to see goals. But I'd rather a 4-4 than a 0-0. I think everybody would.
Interesting. And then Kalnoglu just behind him as well.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool setup. It's one of my favourite teams in Europe.
Yeah, very trendy right now are Leverkusen, aren't they?
Yeah. The hipsters' favourite.
But then, of course, looking to the other side where we see Dzeko line up front. Yeah. And of course, what's it? Jovino.
Jovino. And they've also got Salah as well. And they're
really
also
exciting front three.
It's a very exciting front three, and also it's very representative of a very exciting Serie A at the moment. There's 2 points between the top four, and it's and actually you couldn't really call who's going to win it at the moment.
We've got some predicted lineups up on the screen for you now. They're interesting teams here, guys.
Roma lost to Inter at the weekend, which suggests they're going to be conceding again here. Again, what we've said about Hernandez.
Yeah.
I think let's go for a 3-2. 3-2 to
Roma. Yeah, I think Roma will take it.
Really?
Yeah, playing at home, and they'll be frustrated, I think, on the result last time, and because they'll know they can do it, and they'll want to get out there and they'll want to show it.
Good point.
And I think they will.
Now, moving on, Chelsea-Kiev. A dynamic game.
Who obviously they won at the weekend. Kiev, Metalist Kharkiv, who they're a decent outfit, aren't they? They start to strike it around.
They're my favourite lists. What are we saying about this?
Well, side? I mean, let's just assume for now Mourinho. I mean, Mourinho he'll be in charge. I think you'd have quite a gloomy Stamford Bridge. I think he can't not lose. He can't not win this. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea have to win. I think they were. I think the confidence is so low at the moment. I think Chelsea.
Yeah, it seems impossible to say that.
I think the thing is because Chelsea have had such a kind draw in the group. I think they will stutter. They will stutter over that. They'll get over line. I think they get second place. I think Chelsea will win this game, I think, handsomely as a holiday from their problems. I think they'll win it like 2 or 3-1. And but I think, unfortunately, from the long perspective, it won't prove or display anything that's going to be relevant for the Stoke result. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea, but unfortunately, not a great deal amount to learn. I think, as I say, as a holiday from their kind of problems.
Now, what are you saying score-wise?
It's impossible to predict what Chelsea are doing right now because on paper you're going to say, well, their team is better than their team. But what they're doing on the pitch is totally redundant of what anything can happen on paper. So I don't know. I could see it being 1-1, 2-2. I'm going 2-2. I think.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Chelsea will have the lead. But because of the state of the team right now, and Mourinho's pointed out many times that the moment something goes wrong, it all falls apart. I think they might lose it at the end. Not lose it at the end, but lose
they'll lose a goal.
I
certainly wouldn't rule it out. Yeah.
Frustrating.
2-2.
What are you
That's
saying?
what I say. 2-2.
I'm saying 3-1 Chelsea.
I'm going to say 1-1 because I believe that Chelsea will go 1-0 down in this game. And then
interesting.
Get back to a 1-0. Mathematicians at Emirates obviously now furiously writing things down. We don't still know why because it's actually very easy, this maths. If they win or draw, then they still have a good chance within the group because it means the other results could play out for them.
Yeah.
It would mean that someone like Olympiacos or Zagreb would have to win against Munich, and then they have to win.
Well, like you say, it's quite simple. If Zagreb and Arsenal win, then everyone's on 6, and the whole group goes crazy.
Fantastic.
Do I think? Which makes it by default an extremely exciting group.
Yeah.
With Bayern Munich drawing at the weekend against Frankfurt and looking vulnerable, it has to be said that Frankfurt could have won that game just as much as Bayern Munich if they'd taken the chances.
Yeah.
So, however, I think we'll see out Bayern Munich's A game. I think Douglas Costa will have a lot of joy against Arsenal down that side.
I think Lewandowski.
I think it will be a reverse of the fixture.
2-0.
I think it'll be 2-0. Guardiola is going to be judged. This could be his last season. It probably is. He's going to be judged on whether or not he wins the Champions League. They need to win this game because, as you said, the group could turn on its head if the results go the other way. It will put them clear top, and I don't think, and especially having lost the previous leg with all the play, all the possession, and then and sort of falling apart at the end a bit and not really battling for it, not fighting for it.
Guardiola very knowingly at the end was sort of like, well, that's just the way it is, and it was almost like he was like, that's cool, we'll do it when we go home.
Yeah, and that's what I think will happen. I think they will do it.
And I think which is a shame from an Arsenal perspective because they were tactically brilliant at the Emirates.
They were tactically good. I'd say brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, because Bayern Munich had their chances. It's not like they shut them out.
Czech has kept them in a number of games. But that's why you buy that goalkeeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, okay, fair enough. They're still playing Bayern Munich, and it's still a fantastic result. Like getting your job done. They were still playing Bayern Munich, is my point. And it was a fantastic result. They did everything right, and that was asked of them. Of course, they're going to have chances against them. And you've got a world-class goalkeeper like Peter Cech. In this case, I think the reverse leg will be a bit too much. I think it's the problem for Arsenal is they got themselves in a very Arsenal way in such a situation that a heroic 1-1 draw probably might not be quite good enough for them to qualify.
I think they will get a 1-1 draw away, and I think then they'll qualify because they'll go on to the results will then go in their favour.
Can I go for 1-1 draw and then heartbreak?
If you want. It's lovely to have you on the show, Sam.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much for coming.
From Full-Time Devils. Yeah. And you will have a lovely rest of the day as well.
I hope so.
Wednesday today.
Can't predict that.
Enjoy the football tonight, guys.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to it.
Have a great time.
And we'll see you again real soon. Football Daily.